but also taken over entire trap operations, forcing their rivals to leave the area. The song spread fast. It was played in cars, blasted at parties, and debated in drill forums. People argued about whether Jeff's claims were exaggerated or if he had really dropped 7 bodies. No matter what the truth was, one thing was clear. Jeff had no fear of what he said or who heard it. His reputation for self-snitching was already growing, but FTO took
his reputation of self-snitching was already growing. I ain't gonna lie, it was. Cause this nigga was telling on himself. Nigga was motherfuckers be like, they don't fuck with snitches and shit, but you telling on yourself, man. So would y'all call that a snitch if y'all somebody tells on themselves like what the fuck this nigga's doing? I don't know. I was just saying you telling on yourself because you telling me that's what you're doing. You're telling on yourself for real.
It to another level. Now, was Jeff exaggerating his numbers or was he really keeping score? That question didn't last long because his next moment made it clear that when Jeff rapped about murder, it wasn't fiction. Gets revenge for Z-Money by killing Lil Pooh. Lil Jeff had been waiting for the right time, and when the moment came, he made sure it was merciless. Z-Money's death had left a wound that only blood could close, and in March 2023, Jeff set his sights on Lil Pooh. Pooh, real name Pierre Boozer Jr., had been moving around. Like nothing had changed. He still showed up in familiar places, still laughed with his people, still acted as if his name wasn't being whispered in the streets. Places.
They said that nigga Bloodhound liked that shit. They said Lil Jeff liked this shit. What the fuck?
Still laughed with his people, still acted as if his name wasn't being whispered in the streets. But Jeff had already decided that Pooh wasn't going to see the summer. The plan was set in motion days before. Jeff didn't move sloppy. He didn't just roll up and start shooting. Instead, he let Pooh's own routine work against him. He sent word through mutuals, spreading talk that a certain block was safe again, knowing Pooh would hear it. Pooh took the bait, showing up like nothing was wrong. That night, the trap was set. Pooh pulled into the driveway of his home, the place he always returned to after a long day. He stepped out of his car, nodding at someone he recognized. The night was quiet, with only the distant hum of the city in the back.
Night was quiet. That's already a bad sign. Night, if it's something too motherfucking quiet, something going on, bro.
Background. Everything seemed normal. Then the lights in the lot flickered. A small moment, barely noticeable. But in that second of distraction, a figure moved out of the shadows. The first shot hit Pooh's leg. He dropped to the ground, grabbing his knee, trying to crawl toward his home. He didn't make it. More shots followed, fast and unrelenting. The last one hit him in the back of the head, leaving him